Every airport in America has a free escort service for seniors. You've probably walked right past it dozens of times. A 71-year-old retired librarian from Charlotte walked 2 miles through Atlanta's Hartsfield Terminal last Thanksgiving. Both knees are aching. Carry-on dragging behind her. She passed 3 electric carts along the way. She didn't know a single one of them was hers. For free. No medical note, no disability paperwork, nothing. That walk cost her a swollen knee and a $220 urgent care visit the next morning. Airlines made over $7 billion in ancillary fees last year. They're not in the business of telling you what's free. They're banking on you never asking. I'm revealing 10 services that cost you nothing, but only if you know they exist. Number 4 alone changes everything. Number 10. Free electric cart rides. Look, this is the most underused service in every major airport. Under the Air Carrier Access Act, airlines are required to provide free wheelchair and electric cart transportation to any passenger who requests it. Not just disabled passengers. Not just passengers with a doctor's note. Anyone who says they need it. Now, let me be honest with you, because some videos out there make this sound like a magic pass. It's not automatic. You have to request it. And the service is technically designed for passengers with mobility challenges, not just anyone who doesn't feel like walking. But here's the reality. If you're over 60 and long terminal distances are difficult for you, this service is yours. A 74-year-old from Tampa told me she'd flown through Atlanta 6 times before she learned about the electric carts, 6 times walking those endless concourses. She finally asked at check-in, and an attendant drove her from the counter straight to her gate in 8 minutes. Here's how to get it. When you book your flight online, look for special assistance or mobility assistance in the booking options. Or call the airline 48 hours before departure and say, "I'd like to request senior mobility assistance from check-in to my gate." Pro tip: your travel companion rides with you, free, and you both get priority boarding automatically when wheelchair or cart assistance is arranged. One thing to know: tipping the attendant is not required, but $3 to $5 is customary and appreciated. These workers are often contracted, not airline employees. Think that's helpful? Wait until you hear what TSA offers that almost nobody uses. Number 9. TSA Cares Personal Escort. All right, this is the single most valuable free service for senior travelers, and I'd bet 95% of you have never heard of it. TSA Cares is a free program where you call ahead, tell them about your medical devices, medications, mobility issues, or hearing aids, and they assign a passenger support specialist to meet you at the security checkpoint. That person walks you through every step. They communicate with the officers. They make sure your CPAP, your insulin, your implant card, all handled correctly the first time. A 76-year-old from San Diego had never flown alone after her husband passed. Her daughter called TSA Cares 3 days before the flight. When her mother arrived at the checkpoint, a specialist was waiting by name, walked her through the scanner, helped with her bags, and got her to the gate with time to spare. No confusion, no stress, no pat-down surprises. Here's how to use it. Call 8557872227 at least 72 hours before your flight, or submit the online form at tsa.gov. Give them your flight details, your needs, and they handle the rest. It's free. No membership, no approval process. Insider move. Even if you don't think you need help, call anyway. Having a specialist pre-aware of your medications and devices means fewer flags, fewer delays, and 0 surprises. Here's where most seniors leave serious money on the table. Number 8. Free companion gate passes. Listen, most people think that after 9/11, non-ticketed people can never get past security. That hasn't been true for years, and in 2026, it's easier than ever. Airlines will issue a free escort pass to a family member or friend so they can walk you through security, sit with you at the gate, and watch you board. It's designed specifically for seniors, passengers with disabilities, and unaccompanied minors. A 75-year-old with early-stage memory issues was flying alone from Philadelphia to visit her son. Her daughter assumed she couldn't get past security without a ticket. She asked at the American Airlines counter, "Can I get a gate pass to escort my mother?" The agent printed one in 2 minutes. Her daughter walked her through the TSA, waited at the gate, and watched her board safely. Here's how it works. Go to the airline's check-in counter. Not the kiosk, the counter. Your companion brings a valid photo ID. Request an escort pass. The companion goes through full TSA screening just like a ticketed passenger. The magic phrase, "I'd like to request a companion escort pass so my family member can accompany me to the gate." Important update for 2026. Over a dozen airports, including Seattle, Pittsburgh, Orlando, San Diego, and Palm Springs, now offer visitor guest pass programs. These let non-ticketed guests apply online, pass a TSA background check, and enter the terminal even without an escort reason. Check your airport's website before you fly. But this next one is the service that changes your entire boarding experience. Number 7. Priority boarding on request. I need to be straight with you on this one. There is no federal law that guarantees priority boarding based on age alone. I've seen other videos that claim it's your right. It's not, at least not automatically. But here's what is true. Under the Air Carrier Access Act, airlines must allow passengers who self-identify as needing additional time to board before general boarding begins, and many airlines extend this courtesy to seniors who politely request it, especially if you mention mobility considerations. A 74-year-old couple flying Southwest watched groups A, B, and C board while they stood in line. By the time they got on, overhead bins were full. They gate-checked their carry-ons and waited 40 minutes at baggage claim. They had no idea they could have asked for early boarding. Here's your approach. At the gate, not at check-in at the gate, say, "I'm a senior traveler and would appreciate early boarding to settle in comfortably. Is that available on this flight?" Rule of thumb. Polite, calm requests get approved. Demanding or entitled attitudes get denied. Every gate agent I've spoken with confirms this. One thing most people miss. If you've arranged wheelchair or cart assistance, you automatically qualify for pre-boarding. Your travel companion boards with you. Free. No separate request needed. This next service could save you hundreds on a single trip. Number 6. Flight delay compensation. All right, I need to update you on something important. In 2025, the DOT's mandatory compensation rules were rolled back. Airlines are no longer federally required to provide meal vouchers and hotel rooms during delays. But, and this is critical, most major airlines still voluntarily commit to these services in their customer service plans filed with the DOT. That means the benefits still exist. You just have to know to ask for them. A retired couple from Phoenix had their flight to Boston delayed 5 hours due to a mechanical issue. They sat at the gate the entire time. Nobody offered them anything. They spent $40 on airport food and $180 on a hotel when the flight was canceled. They were entitled to all of it, covered by the airline's own policy. Here's your action plan. If your flight is delayed 3+ hours due to airline-caused issues, mechanical, crew, maintenance, go straight to the counter. Say, "I'm requesting the delay compensation outlined in your customer service plan. I'd like meal vouchers, hotel accommodations, and rebooking on the next available flight." Insider move. Pull up the DOT Airline Customer Service dashboard on your phone. It's at transportation.gov. It lists exactly what each airline has committed to. Show it to the agent if they push back. The magic phrase, "I'd like to confirm what your airline's customer service commitment provides for this delay. Can you check your policy?" Here's where most seniors get completely blindsided. Number 5. Free medical equipment transport. This one saves seniors hundreds of dollars every single trip, and almost nobody claims it. Airlines cannot charge baggage fees for medically necessary equipment. Period. CPAP machines, portable oxygen concentrators, insulin coolers, wheelchairs, walkers, canes, knee braces, all fly free and don't count toward your baggage allowance. A 70-year-old diabetic from Seattle packed his insulin cooler in his carry-on and brought his CPAP as his personal item. At the gate, the agent said his bags were too large and tried to charge him $85. He said 5 words. These are medically necessary items. The agent checked the system and waved him through. 0 fees. Here's what you do. When you check in, tell the agent, "I'm traveling with medically necessary equipment. It's exempt from baggage fees under DOT regulations. Keep a doctor's letter listing your devices. And always, always carry medical equipment in your carry-on, not checked luggage." Pro tip, mobility aids like canes and walkers don't even need to be declared. They're automatically exempt, but CPAP machines and oxygen concentrators should be mentioned at check-in to avoid gate surprises. All right, quick pause here. These last 4 services are the ones that most seniors have never even heard of, and they're completely free. If this is opening your eyes, hit that like button. It helps other travelers find this before their next flight. And subscribe so you never miss these insider tips. Let's keep going. Number 4, the secret seat change window. This is the one I said would change everything. And it's not an upgrade trick. It's not sweet-talking anyone. It's just timing. Every major airline reshuffles its seating chart between 3 and 5 hours before departure. Passengers cancel, others miss connections. Premium seats that were locked suddenly opened up, and during that window, the system quietly releases them for free. A 68-year-old retiree was stuck in a middle seat in row 34. 3 hours before her flight, she logged into the airline app on her phone. Suddenly, an aisle seat in row 8 appeared. Free. She selected it, confirmed, and boarded in comfort. No phone call. No begging. Just timing. Here's your strategy. Don't check in the moment the 24-hour window opens. Wait. Check in between 3 and 5 hours before departure. Open the seat map. Look for newly available aisle, window, or front row seats. Select one. Insider move. If you don't see anything on the app, try again at the gate 30 minutes before boarding. Approach the agent and say, "I'm a senior traveler. Are there any aisle or extra legroom seats that have opened up?" Gate agents have discretion, and calm, polite passengers are exactly who they prefer to help. Rule of thumb: the best seats aren't always for those who pay more. They're for those who know when to look. But this next one is the service that could prevent a medical emergency. Number 3, free in-flight medical support. Most seniors don't know this. Every commercial flight in the U.S. is required to carry an emergency medical kit. And every major airline has a ground-based medical team available by radio or satellite phone 24/7. If you feel dizzy, have chest pain, or experience a medication reaction at 35,000 feet, the flight crew can connect with a licensed physician on the ground in minutes. They can advise on dosage adjustments, recommend whether to divert the aircraft, and guide the crew through emergency protocols. This service is free. You don't need travel insurance. You don't need to be in first class. A 72-year-old from Denver started experiencing heart palpitations 2 hours into a transatlantic flight. She told the flight attendant. Within 4 minutes, the crew had a ground-based cardiologist on the line. He reviewed her medications, advised the crew, and recommended she take her backup nitroglycerin. She stabilized. The flight continued. No diversion, no $50,000 emergency landing bill. Here's what you do. If you feel unwell on any flight, press the call button immediately. Don't wait. Don't try to tough it out. Say, "I'm experiencing a medical issue and I'd like the crew to contact ground medical support." Pro tip, before any flight over 4 hours, tell the flight attendant during boarding, "I have a heart condition," or whatever applies. They'll note your seat number. If something happens, they'll reach you faster. This next one is brand new in 2026. Number 2, Airport Visitor Pass Programs. This is a game changer that barely anyone knows about yet. Starting in late 2025 and expanding through 2026, over a dozen U.S. airports now allow non-ticketed visitors to enter the secure terminal, without a plane ticket and without an escort pass from an airline. Seattle, Pittsburgh, Orlando, San Diego, Philadelphia, Palm Springs, Tampa, all participating. You apply online through the airport's website, submit your real ID or passport for a TSA background check, and receive a digital visitor pass. Your family member can now walk you to the gate, sit with you, help with your bags, and watch you board, even if they're not flying. A 69-year-old from Seattle was nervous about flying alone after a stroke. Her husband applied for a visitor pass through SeaTac's website the day before. He was approved by midnight. The next morning, he walked her through security, sat with her at the gate, and didn't leave until her plane pushed back. No airline request needed. No escort pass. Just the airport's free program. Here's how to check. Search your airport's name plus Visitor Pass or Guest Pass program. Most applications take 15 minutes and approval comes within hours. Same-day requests are available at some airports, but apply in advance to be safe. Important, your visitor must have a real ID or passport, the same requirement as ticketed passengers, and they go through full TSA screening, but it's completely free. Number 1, free lounge access during delays. Look, this is the one that separates travelers who know the system from travelers who suffer through it. When your flight is delayed 4, 5, 6 hours or more, you don't have to sit on a hard plastic chair staring at a departure board. There may be a quiet lounge 200 feet away with comfortable seating, free food, drinks, Wi-Fi, and clean restrooms. And you might be able to get in for free. A 73-year-old had an 8-hour layover in Chicago after a missed connection. She sat on a metal bench near her gate for 5 hours, exhausted, hungry, her back screaming. She had no idea that the airline lounge around the corner had open seats, and that gate agents have the authority to issue courtesy day passes during irregular operations. Now let me be honest, this is not guaranteed. There's no federal rule that says you get free lounge access. But here's what is true. Gate agents and customer service supervisors have discretion during significant delays. And travelers who calmly explain their situation, especially seniors with medical needs or physical discomfort, are the most likely to receive a complimentary pass. Here's your approach. During any delay over 4 hours, go to the airline's customer service desk, not the gate agent, the service desk. Say, I'm a senior traveler and this delay is causing physical discomfort. Is there any way I could access a lounge to rest while I wait? Insider move. If the airline says no, check your credit card benefits. Many Visa and MasterCard products include automatic lounge access during qualifying delays. Call the number on the back of your card and ask. Rule of thumb. The system rewards those who ask. Stay silent and you'll sit on a bench for 8 hours. Speak up and you might rest in comfort with a hot meal and a cup of coffee. Now, knowing these free services won't help if your medications get confiscated before you even board the plane. And in 2026, TSA is flagging more prescription bottles than ever. A 72-year-old from Boston had her codeine confiscated at a European checkpoint. She spent $890 getting an emergency prescription from a local doctor who could only give her a 7-day supply. Most seniors don't realize 10 common medications are now being seized at airports worldwide, and the rules just changed. Watch TSA will confiscate these 10 medications in 2026. Next, it's right here. Check your medicine cabinet before you pack. See you there.